This is Caesar 1.4, sentence 1. This deal was announced to the Helvetii by an informer. Now the race, that's the conspiracy. The whole thing that we were talking about before. And we keep seeing race being used this way. It means a lot of different things. Now this particular piece really belongs over here. Enunciata est. This is a perfect passive indicative. But it needs its verb to be over here. So Caesar deliberately split it up. Kind of crazy. And so it is announced to the Helvetii. This is dative. Indirect object there. By an informer. How cool is that? So Orgetorix's conspiracy, the cover is blown off. All right, let's see what happens next. According to their own customs, you can see this is ablative. It's an ablative of manner. It explains how. Notice no preposition there. We put one in. According to their own customs. Here's your main verb, coegerunt, perfect active. They force Orgetorix to state his case in chains. Now this technically says from chains, but that doesn't make sense in English, so we'll say in chains. Now this causa, this is basically their version of a court of law. So causam dicere would mean to defend yourself. And Orgetorix, now this is accusative because it's the subject of the infinitive. Remember what we say? Subject accusative, verb infinitive. And it's an indirect statement after coegerunt. They force him to state his case. This is the do of dicere. So that's the direct object of dicere. All right, little pause there. Zoop. This is a bit of a curiosity. Another accusative. This is a present passive infinitive. Pres pass inf. Present passive infinitive. Now here's your main verb. This is called an impersonal verb. Impersonal because there's really no subject. It was necessary for the punishment to follow. And this damnatum is, let me see how this is going to work. The damnatum, this is really referring to Orgetorix if he was condemned, because it's the P, perfect passive participle. If he was condemned, it was necessary for him to follow the punishment. So this, it's called a perfect passive participle, but it really hasn't happened yet. It's conditional. If he is condemned, so if he loses his court case, he has to do the punishment. What's the punishment? Well, it's described in this result clause, that he be burned by fire. Oh, imperfect, passive, subjunctive. I mean, what's scarier, the imperfect passive subjunctive or death by burning? I don't know. They're both just terrible. All right, a little result clause there. Main verb here, and an infinitive clause. Bunch of great grammar in here.